The Nike VaporFly 3 is a truly remarkable shoe, but is it worth the hype? My name's David and I make content around running, shoes, and my life. I'm back and I'm bringing another shoe review to your screens, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a Nike fanboy at the moment with all the hype around the AlphaFly 3's breaking records. So the VaporFly 3 was my shoe of choice for the Melbourne Marathon just 2 weeks ago, so I think I have a pretty good idea of how they feel underfoot now. In today's full review, I'm gonna go through the specs of the shoe, when I would use it, and would I recommend it. Described by Nike on their website as follows: giving you race day speed to conquer any distance, the Nike VaporFly 3 is made for the chasers, the racers, and the elevated pacers who can't turn down the thrill of the pursuit. Sounds pretty good to me, Nike. Kicking off the specs, the shoe comes in with a weight of 184 grams for a men's US 9. And the stack has an 8mm drop, so that's 40 mils in the heel and 32 mil in the front. The Flyknit upper is a softer, cooler design that contours to your foot, meaning that it's breathable, it's flexible, and it's got a really good amount of room in the toe box. And when I say a really good amount, it's a really good amount. I really enjoyed it. The lockdown was interesting. You had to tighten the front laces a fair bit to get a decent fit. But once I figured that out, it was really, really comfortable. And with the nice ribbed laces as well, these things are not coming undone. For the midsole, guys, of course, we have a full-length carbon plate, which you can see through the bottom of the outsole. That carbon plate is surrounded by Nike's ZoomX racing foam. So what they've done with the new VaporFly is the midsole, it bulges out here at the front. And the reason they've done that is to add a little bit more stability on the inside of your foot as you're running. So it should result in a more stable ride, which I do agree with to an extent. So the new waffle outsole pattern with perforations saves weight and delivers a multi-surface traction in various weather conditions. You can see they've got little cutouts on the side here and underneath showing the plate. These are just ways that Nike can actually make the shoe weigh less without sacrificing any performance. It was lightly raining at the start of Melbourne Marathon, so I did get to run in these while the surface was slightly wet, and I didn't have any problems at all with slipping at all. So yeah, I can confirm that it is nice and grippy when you need it to be. All right, done with the specs. Better go get that. So what have I been using the shoe for? Like I said earlier in the video, I wore these shoes for the Melbourne Marathon. If you haven't watched my previous videos on that whole weekend experience, make sure you check it out. Yeah, I thought they were really cool videos, and I've had some really good feedback with those as well. Now the VaporFly, I would say, definitely lives up to the hype. It's about as light of a shoe as you can get, apart from obviously the Adidas Evo ones. The shoe really performed wonderfully for me, and it even got me to a marathon PB. But around the 10 kilometer to go mark, I felt like I was really lacking, or I felt like I was really missing that extra cushion that I've gotten from other race day shoes. The Nike narrow approach that Nike always go for definitely suits a certain foot, and I felt like I was really starting to feel the aftermath of my foot rolling in. I would personally say that these are more suited for the half marathon distance and shorter. This is where the super light and responsive shoe really shines. Once you get moving at the faster paces, it feels incredible. Propelling you forward, it honestly makes running fast feel effortless. So that's a big tick from me, no pun intended. So we'll quickly go through some pros and cons that I've personally found with the shoe. Pros, it's got a super roomy toe box, which I obviously have said before that I love. It's lightweight and breathable, it's fast as hell, and it's sexy. So the cons, the lockdown is actually super weird, and I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it. The Nike narrow approach with the super narrow arch obviously is well documented by a lot of different people saying they get nasty arch blisters, so I'd have to say that's a con, of course, and I'd say it's not well suited for the marathon distance. Would I recommend the VaporFly 3? Would I recommend it, Chili? Yeah, it's a big yes. It's a big yes from both of us. Putting aside the narrow arch and it not really being the best over the marathon distance, it truly is the most responsive shoe that I've ever worn in my life. It'll fit perfectly into your race day with some pretty sexy colorways that will complement any running outfit. I've read great reviews on the outsole's durability. Even after 150, 200 miles, it's really seemed to hold up. So I think you're gonna get a really good amount of race use out of this. Of course, once you retire these from the big stage, they will fit really perfectly into your shoe rotation for your speed days and interval sessions. So if you're looking to pick these up for your next race, hopefully not a marathon race, but you can get these, of course, on the Nike website. They have tons of different colorways. They literally drop new colorways, I feel like, every month. And a big shout out to Nike for always just coming in hot with some of the best looking and best performing running shoes that you can get on the market. I'm gonna leave this review at that, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, whether you like the shoe, whether you don't like the shoe, and whether you're a Nike fanboy like myself. And of course, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss any of my future running content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.